Go ahead and come to a comfortable seated position. Take a deep breath in and let your shoulders come up to your ears as you take your breath in. And now exhale, let your shoulders drop down. Feel the crown of your head rising. Breathing in and out. Maybe just wiggle a little bit over your sits bones to feel where it is that your spine rises tall over the sits bones. And maybe let your hands, the palms of your hands face up so that you can be in this mode of receiving. And on your next inhale, you're going to slowly inhale your arms overhead. And then exhale, let your arms float down to your sides. And inhale overhead. And exhale down. And now inhale overhead. And exhale to twist to the right. Let your right hand come behind you, left hand across your body. Anchor. Take a couple of full breaths here, all the way down into the belly. Let the breath massage the digestive organs and your twist. And then inhale to center. And exhale to twist to the left. Left hand coming behind you, right hand across your body. Soften the shoulders. Relax your eyes and your jaw. Breathing in and out. And now inhale to center. And exhale, let your arms drape down to your sides. And go ahead and allow your right arm to slide out to the side. Bring your left arm overhead and open your left side. Nice. Kind of rotate your left palm up and just inhale. Bring your arm up and down. Slide your left arm out. Bring your right arm overhead. Exhaling. And now inhale into the right side. Open. Take another breath here. Now inhale, let your right hand face towards the ceiling and release down alongside you. Open up your neck. Allow your neck to roll side to side. Now allow the crown of your head to rise up towards the ceiling. Inhale your arms overhead again and clasp your hands together overhead. Roll your palms to face up and wiggle out of the sides of your waist. And now keeping your fingers threaded together, bring your hands in towards your body, round your spine, and then press your arms out in front of you. Nice. And then release your hands behind you, thread your fingers together, roll your palms to face down, and open the heart. And release down. You're going to fold forward over your legs. Just slide your arms forward. Relax the back down towards the belly. And then round up through your spine and reverse the crossing of your legs. Inhale overhead and exhale to fold forward over the legs. Melting down. And round up through your spine. Bring the soles of your feet together. And fold forward over your legs, allowing your inner thighs to open. You're gonna round up through your spine. Take your right hand to your right inner thigh and twist to the left, opening the right inner thigh. And then opposite side, bring your left hand to your left inner thigh, twist to the right, opening the left inner thigh. And then come back to center and bring your legs out wide in a straddle. And just fold forward here. Let your body melt down. Round up through your spine. You're going to take your right hand to your right inner thigh or your right shin and roll your right shoulder in. Press the right leg open. And then reverse. Take your left hand to your left inner thigh or your left shin. Roll the left shoulder in, pressing the left leg open, lengthening the spine. Then come back to center and fold forward once more. Round up through your spine, nice. Take your hands behind your knees and bring your feet mat distance apart. Take your hands behind you and let your knees fall side to side. So you're going to take your fingertips to point towards your toes. The soles of your feet are on the floor. And you're just going to bend your elbows to lean back and then press up. So do that once more. Bend your elbows, right? Your elbows still stay in line with your shoulders, and then press up. So now go ahead and raise your hips up. And this time you're going to bend your elbows to lower down and press up. And then bend your elbows to lower down and press up. And of course you could come back to the original to seated. Go ahead and lower down and come up. And now you're going to raise your right leg up towards the sky. You can always come back to the original version. Lower down and up and down and up and down and up. Bring your right foot down to meet your left. Raise your left toes up towards the ceiling. You're imagining you're making toe prints on the ceiling. Elbows bend, lowering down to hover. Don't come all the way down, press up. Lower down to hover, and press up once more. Lower down to hover, and press up. Bring your left foot down to meet your right. Go ahead and lower back down to the mat. Hug your knees into your chest. Circle your ankles. And then here, you can take your blanket if you want for under your sit bones. We're going to come to boat pose. So again, you can choose your level. You can have your arms behind you or hands at heart center. Your shins can be parallel with the mat, or you can extend your legs long. Breathing. You can have your arms out if you like. It depends which option you like best. And you're just going to make circles, 3 circles in a clockwise direction with your toes. And then draw your knees into your chest. Circle your ankles. And now go ahead and extend again, whichever option you decided to choose. And 3 circles in a counterclockwise direction. And bring your knees into your chest. Nice. Circle your ankles. Go ahead and take a hold of your big toes with your hands and elongate your legs any amount. So they can be bent, right? It's more about keeping our spine long than it is about lengthening the legs. Beautiful. Breathe into the back of the legs. Find this length. And go ahead and bend your knees. The soles of your feet come together again. And gazing down at your feet, see if you can imagine that your feet are a book and you're peeling the soles of your feet open to read this book. And then fold forward from here. And then round up through your spine, one vertebrae at a time. And bring your hands to the outside of your knees coming together. And welcome, Donna. I'm glad you could join us. We're going to work on arm strength today. So just do what you can.
Thanks, Deb.
Come back over to tabletop on our hands and our knees. I have to get a little bit cooler because I'm getting hot. We already started working our arms. Start with cat and cow, rounding and arching your spine. Just go back and forth between the postures and take whatever feels good for you. Front and back. So now come back to tabletop and raise your right leg behind you. And then your left arm in front of you. Feel the length of the body. Breathe here. So let your right foot come to the left side of your mat and then open your left hand towards the ceiling. Press into the right arm. Nice. And go ahead and release down. Right knee meets left. Now raise your left leg behind you and your right arm. Feel that length. How long can the body be? Now let your left foot come to the right side of your mat. Then you're gonna open your right arm, stacking the arms. And release down, come back to tabletop and press back for child's pose. Let your body drape here in child's pose. Relax the shoulders down. Just melt for a moment, a few breaths. So slide your hands back in towards your knees. Come up onto your knees. You're going to inhale overhead. Exhale, take your left hand out to the side. Right arm overhead, right leg off to the side. Open your right side of your body. Then come back to center. Inhale overhead. Deep inhale. Exhale, right hand comes out to the side. Left arm overhead. Left leg off to the side. Open. Yes. And then come back to center. You're going to take your hands back to the mat in tabletop and raise your right leg behind you. You're going to lower down into sunbird, elbows hugging your sides, and raise this right leg up even higher. Nice, hover here. Bend and straighten your right knee. And now press up. And you come down again, lower down to hover off of the mat. Bend and straighten your right knee. And press up. We'll do this once more. Lowering down, up, bending. and straightening. And coming back up, allow your right toes to come directly behind you on the mat and press into your right heel, opening the calf. I don't know, for those of you who are bikers, I think that my calves are getting really tight because I started biking a bit. And it feels like biking makes your calves tight, more so than running. Go ahead and come back to tabletop. And you're gonna raise your left leg this time. And go ahead and lower down to hover off of the mat, right? Where elbows are at our sides, our elbows are off of the mat, our chest is off of the mat. And bend and straighten your left knee. And now press up, nice. Feel that strength in your arms, oh my God. Lower down, hovering. If we have to garden, it's no problem. We're gonna be able to pull that grass out. Come back up. Once more, lower down. Bend and straighten your knee. And press up. Take your left toes behind you on the mat. Curl your toes under and press back into your left heel. Yes. Feel the left calf opening. And then bring your left knee forward to meet your right. You're gonna curl your toes under and come back to sit directly onto your heels and allow the crown of the head to drop over the spine, down with the weight descending down onto your heels. So inhale overhead, nice. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale overhead, exhale, twist to the left. Now inhale overhead. Exhale, take your hands forward to the top of the mat. Curl your toes under and press back for Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bend the right knee. Then press back into your right heel. Bend the left knee. And press back into your left heel. Take 5 breaths here in this first down dog. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. A little bit more melting with each breath. Inhale. And exhale. And last breath. Inhale. And exhale. You're gonna bend your knees and your elbows and go ahead and step, walk, or hop to the top of the mat. Allow the crown of your head to drop, your sits bones rising towards the ceiling. And then round up through your spine, 1 vertebrae at a time. Inhale your arms overhead. And exhale, fold through heart center. Inhale, lengthen to a flat back. Exhale, release down, step back for plank. Lower down for chaturanga, right? This is a great arm building. Inhale, opening forward. Exhale, flow back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, step forward to the top of the mat. Round up through your spine. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, fold forward through heart center. Inhale, lengthen the back. Exhale, release down. Step back for plank. Lower down for chaturanga or all the way down. Inhale, open forward. Exhale, back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a breath here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, step forward to the top of the mat. Round up through your spine. Inhale overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release down. Step back for plank. Lower down for chaturanga. Inhale, opening to Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And exhale to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, step forward to the top of the mat. Rounding up through your spine. Beautiful. Inhale overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release down. Step back for plank. Lower down for chaturanga. Inhaling, scooping forward. Exhale, flow back to down dog. Take a breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, step forward to the top of the mat. Round up through your spine. Inhale overhead. And then exhale, sit back into Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step back for plank. Lower down for chaturanga. Inhaling, opening. Exhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right foot comes forward, warrior one. Rising. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the top of the mat. Plank. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left foot comes forward, warrior one. Inhale, rising. Exhale, hands to the top of the mat. Plank. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a breath here. Inhale. And exhale, melt your dog. Inhale, step forward to the top of the mat. Round up through your spine, nice. Inhale overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, release down. Step back for plank. Lower down for chaturanga. Inhale, opening forward. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right foot comes forward, warrior one. Inhale, rising. Exhale, hands come to the top of the mat. Plank. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left foot comes forward, warrior one. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to the top of the mat. Plank. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Step to the top of the mat. We're going to round up through our spine. We're going to do Surya Namaskar B once more. Inhale overhead. Exhale, sit down into Utkatasana. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, release down. Step back for plank. Lower down for chaturanga. Inhale, opening. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right foot comes forward, warrior one. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands come to the top of the mat. Plank. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left foot comes forward, warrior one, rising. Inhaling. Exhale, hands come to the top of the mat. Plank, chaturanga, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a breath here, inhale and exhale. Inhale, step forward to the top of the mat. Round up through your spine, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale overhead. Exhale, let your hands come down to your sides. Close your eyes for a moment and breathe. Take 5 breaths here. Grab any water if you need it. One more breath. Nice. Go ahead and inhale overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, release down. You're going to step back for plank. And you're going to bring your right hand to the center line of your body. Go ahead and raise your left arm up towards the sky in side plank. You can be down on your right knee if you need to. Choose your option. And then square your hips towards the mat in plank again, nice strong plank. And take your left hand to the center line of your body. Now raising your right arm up towards the sky. You can be down on your left knee. And releasing, squaring your hips towards the mat. You're gonna come down to your knees and then lower all the way down to the mat. You're gonna take your right arm in an L shape, and then you're gonna go ahead and roll onto your right side, opening this right shoulder. Yeah, breathe into the front of the right shoulder. Nice. And then roll back onto your belly and bring your left arm out in an L and roll onto your left side, opening the left shoulder. Breathe into the front of the left shoulder. And now rotate back towards your chest. You're gonna take your elbows right beneath your shoulders and go ahead and curl your toes under, come up to a plank position here on your elbows. So you can just stay here if you want, or if you want to join me, I'm going to show you another movement for arm strength. So you'll take your right hand to the floor, press into the right floor, and come up into side plank. And then come back down onto the elbows and take your left hand to the floor. Raise your right arm, come into side plank. Come back down onto your elbows, and then right hand and left arm rises. Come back down onto your elbows, and then left hand comes to the mat, right arm rises. Come back down onto your elbows, right hand comes to the mat, raise your left arm. Back down onto your elbows. Left hand comes to the mat, raise your right arm and side plank. Come back down, we're gonna do once more each side. Right hand comes to the mat, open your left arm. Come back down to the mat. Bring your left hand to the mat. Open your right arm. Nice. Come back down onto your elbows and hold here. You can come back down or up onto your knees. Breathing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release down. Nice. Go ahead and take one hand on top of the other and your forehead to your hands. Bend your knees and let your feet fall side to side. Relaxing the hips, the sacrum, the lower back. You're going to bring your legs long. Take your arms out in front of you on the floor. You're going to raise your chest up, raise your legs. Now inhale, reach out through your fingertips. Exhale, bring your elbows into your sides. Inhale in front. Exhale, elbows into sides. Inhale in front. Exhaling in. 3 more. Inhale long. Exhale, raising the chest. Inhale long. Exhale, raise the chest. Inhale long. Exhale. Release your hands down wider than mat distance and allow your legs to come to the mat. And now roll into the right shoulder and into the left. Just enjoy this rolling into each shoulder, side to side. So you're going to take your hands right beneath your shoulders, and you can stay on your knees for this or on your toes. We're going to do 6 plank push-ups. So go ahead and either way, knees or toes, pressing up to a plank position. Then lower down to hover off of the mat. And now press up to plank. Lower down to hover. And press up to plank. Nice job, you have this. Lower down to hover. Press up, good job. 3 more. Lower down to hover. Press up. 2 more. Lower down to hover. Press up. 1 more. Lower down to hover. Press up and flow back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a breath. Inhale. And exhale. And then step forward to the top of the mat. And round up through your spine, 1 vertebrae at a time. Inhale overhead. Exhale, hands down to heart center. How are you guys? Good. Yes, Lindsay's good. Inhale overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, release down. Step back with your right foot into warrior 1. Inhale, overhead. And exhale, open into your warrior 2. Sink down. Come into reverse warrior. And then to side angle. Let your right hand come down to the mat. Square your hips. Right heel rotates back. And raise your left arm up towards the ceiling. Nice. Now let your left hand come down to frame your left foot and step forward. Right foot meets left. Round up through your spine. Inhale overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back with your left foot into warrior 1. Inhaling overhead. Exhale, open into warrior 2. Sink down. And now reverse warrior, left hand down, left leg, right arm overhead, open, still bending into this right knee. Nice, and the right knee tracking towards the middle of your right foot. And then come forward for side angle, right elbow to right knee, left arm overhead. Then let your left hand come down to the mat, square your hips. Your left heel rotates back, raise your right arm up towards the ceiling. And then release your right hand down alongside your right foot. Step forward to the top of the mat, left foot meeting right. Round up through your spine. Inhale overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, back down. Step back with your right foot into warrior one. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, open into warrior two. Reverse warrior. And side angle. Let your right hand come down to the mat. Square your hips. Left arm rises. Bring your left hand back down to the mat. Step back for plank. Lower down for chaturanga. And you can always just flow right back if you want. Inhale, open forward. Exhale back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. You're gonna raise your right leg up towards the sky in one-legged dog. Breathing here. And then you're gonna take your right knee into your chest and bring your right leg out to the side. So underneath your left leg. And then from here, you're just gonna bend your elbows and lower down into a push-up and back up. And then raise your right leg up towards the sky in your one-legged dog. Release the right foot down to meet the left. Go ahead and bend your knees and your elbows and step forward to the top of the mat. Round up through your spine. Inhale overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, release down. Step back with your left foot into warrior one. Inhaling overhead. Exhale, open into warrior two. Reverse warrior. To side angle. Let your left hand come down to the mat. Square your hips. Right arm rises. Bring your right hand down alongside your right foot. You're gonna step back for plank. You can come right back to down dog or flow through, lowering down, scooping forward, and flowing back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Raise your left leg up towards the sky in one-legged dog. Breathing. And you're gonna bring your left knee forward into your chest and your left leg comes off to the right side of your mat beneath your body. And you're just gonna lower down into a push-up position and back up. Nice. Now left leg raises high. Bring your left foot down to meet your right. You're gonna bend your knees and your elbows and step forward to the top of the mat. Round up through your spine. Inhale overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. It looked like your husband wanted to join, Lindsay. Go ahead and inhale overhead.
I told him to, but he does not.
Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, release down. You're gonna step back for plank. Lower down for chaturanga. Inhale, scooping forward. Exhale, back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Raise your right leg up towards the sky. And then bend your right knee to gaze underneath your right arm. And if you like to flip the dog, flipping the dog here. Chest opening. Strengthening the left arm. You're gonna rotate back towards the mat. Your right leg is raised high. And now bring your right leg in front of your left and open the left arm. Beautiful. And then square your hips back towards the mat, raising your right leg. Bring your right knee to the outside of your right elbow, hovering here. And then raise your right leg high. Bring your right knee to the outside of your left elbow. Then raise your right leg high and release the right foot down to meet the left in down dog. Take your breath here. Inhale and exhale. Raise your left leg up towards the sky and then bend your left knee and gaze underneath your left arm. And now you can flip the dog here. Let your left foot come back behind you, flipping the dog. I can't do it, I'm too close to my dog. Or staying here if you like. And then rotating back towards the mat. Bring your left leg in front of your right and open the right arm. Rotate back towards the mat. Left leg is raised high. You're gonna bring your left knee to the outside of your left elbow, hovering. And raise your left leg high. Bring your left knee to the outside of your right elbow. Raise your left leg high and release your left foot down to meet your right. Go ahead and bring your knees down, mat distance apart, and press back for a wide-legged child's pose. Find your breath here, taking 5 breaths. Let your breath deepen. I'm going to walk your hands in towards your body. Take your hands behind your back and clasp your hands together to roll your shoulders open. And then hinge forward again. You can raise your arms up. Press the palms together as the arms come forward. And go ahead and come back up. You're going to roll your palms to face down and open your chest. Go ahead and come up onto your knees. Inhale overhead. And bring your knees shoulder hip distance apart. Same thing, right? And release your hands back behind you to the small of your back. Open the chest. Your elbows reach back for each other behind you. Like, could your elbows touch? They won't really. It's good. They may be shoulder distance apart. Maybe gaze up at the ceiling. And then decide if you want to take this any deeper, coming back into the full expression of the pose if you like. Now go ahead and come forward. Take your hands to the mat. Come to tabletop and take a breath here. Let your spine set back at a neutral position after that opening. You're going to take your hands out wider than mat distance this time. And then you're going to step back with your feet into a plank position. So now either come down to your knees or staying up on your hands for 6 regular push-ups here. You're gonna bend your elbows, lower down and press up. Lower down and up, down and up. That's 3 more. Down and up, and down and up, and 1 more. Down and up. Go ahead and come back to your knees. Sit back into hero. So you should feel that more in your bicep, whereas most of the other moves that we were doing were more in the tricep. So take a couple rolling heroes here. Roll forward. And opening. Roll forward. And opening. Once more. One more rolling hero. Forward. And rounding up. So take your hands to the mat and then just curl your toes under to come back into a squatting position. Your hands up, heart center. And we're gonna come into crow. So right arm balances are like really fun way of arm strengthening in yoga. You're gonna take your hands to the mat and then your knees come to your triceps or even up into the armpits is really the full expression of the pose. Then tip forward, hips rising. I'm playing with raising one foot and then the other. Beautiful. Go ahead and come back down into your squatting position. You're just going to walk your hands to the top of the mat, come into down dog. And breathe here. Inhale and exhale. You're going to raise your right leg up towards the sky. And then bring your right foot forward between your hands for a lunge. Go ahead and inhale overhead into this nice open crescent lunge. Open the heart forward, press back through your left heel. And you're going to release your hands forward to the inside of your left foot. So your right foot, that would be tricky. You're going to take your right arm underneath your right thigh. And you're going to bend just as if we were doing, right? We just did those push-ups. Pretend you're doing another push-up and inch your right foot forward. Now coming into another arm balance. So from here, you can swing, I don't have enough room, you can swing your right leg back around behind you, coming back to plank position. And then flow into down dog. Nice, okay. So breathe here, inhale and exhale. And now raise your left leg up towards the sky. And bring your left foot forward between your hands for your low lunge, your crescent lunge. Inhale overhead. Press back through your right heel. Open the heart. Release your hands forward to the inside of your left foot. You're in this low lunge. You're going to take your left hand underneath your left thigh. So now your left hand is on the outside of your left foot. And we're going to do that push-up that we did before. And as we do that, your left foot forward. I know, just have fun with this. It's mostly fun to do. So here we are. Yes. You guys love me. You like to do these things. Try them at least. Bring your left foot back behind you. Come forward into up dog. And back to your down dog. Breathe. Inhale.
I will maybe make Lamberger when you come back home to yourself and wherever.
Go ahead and step forward to the top of the mat. Round up through your spine. Inhale overhead. Exhale, release your arms down to your sides. So, your next favorite part of practice, balancing. But, you know, you're at home, so you probably have walls right near you can use and take advantage of that. And let your arms come down alongside you. And you're gonna raise your right knee. I always like to start with tree, especially now, it's just so nice and grounding. Bring your right knee out to the side. Find where your expression of tree is this evening. And bring your arms overhead. Relax your jaw. Soften your gaze. Release your arms out wide. Go ahead and step out with your right foot in to five-pointed star. Reach up through your right arm, up through your left. Yes. Side to side. And back together. Nice. Go ahead and stand on your mat in Tadasana. And raise your left knee. Then bring your left knee out to the side and find where you would like tree to be on this side. And draw your arms overhead. Soften your jaw. Soften your gaze. Release your arms out to your sides. I'm going to step out with your left foot into five-pointed star. Reach up through both arms. Just let it go. And then coming back to center. Swing it out side to side. And then from the top of the mat, go ahead and inhale overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, release down. Step back for plank. You're going to come down to your knees and now down to your elbows. And your hands are shoulder distance apart. So we're going to come to dolphin from here. You're going to curl your toes under and raise your hips up off of the mat. And go ahead and walk your feet in any amount. Strong through the shoulders here. Breathing. Raise your right leg up towards the sky. Bring your right foot down to meet your left. Raise your left leg up towards the sky. Release your left foot down. Breathe. Go ahead and come down to your knees. Press back to child's pose with your arms alongside your body. Let your forehead rest on the mat. Take a breath. And now take a hold of your heels. And we're going to come to rabbit. So you're going to raise your hips off of the mat and then draw your chin in towards your chest, allowing your body weight to fall forward between your shoulder blades. And then sitting back down onto your heels. And you're gonna swing your legs around. Just come onto a seated position on your mat and have your left leg in towards your body. Your right leg can be out slightly, or your right leg into your left hip crease. And you're gonna go ahead and take your right elbow to reach for the ceiling. Then rotate your left arm behind you. And your arms reaching for each other behind you. Feel how tall you can sit. You can sit just a little bit taller. Yeah, beautiful. How do your arms feel? Hopefully they feel like, oh yes, I built a little strength. Right? Our weight bearing exercise is good for our bones too. Release your arms. So you're going to inhale your arms overhead. And then as you exhale, twist to the right. So your right hand is kind of snaking around into your left hip crease. Eventually, maybe it even reaches that. If your right foot is in your left hip crease, maybe it reaches that foot there. Enjoy the twist. I'm just gonna gently rotate back to center. Nice. Okay, and switching your legs. So your right leg is in towards your body, your left leg out slightly or into your right hip crease if that is comfortable. And now we're going to raise the left elbow up towards the ceiling. Your right hand rotates behind you, and then arms reaching for each other behind the back. And just sit up tall. Yeah, nice. Like we're like, oh yeah, my arms, I don't know what they're doing, but I'm gonna sit up tall. And your breath, relax into the posture. And you release your arms gently. Inhale your arms overhead. And exhale, twist your to the left, your left hand coming behind you, and that left hand maybe reaches for the foot in the hip crease or just into the hip crease or just behind you. And your right arm across your body. And again, sitting tall. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just gonna sit tall. Yeah. Breathing. And then just gently releasing back to center and take the soles of your feet to the floor. Bring your hands behind you and let your knees fall side to side. And we're gonna scoot down to the middle of the mat and lower all the way back down onto the mat. Bring your legs overhead. And so you can hold here, or if you like plow, I need to make a little more room for myself, you can bring your legs behind you for plow. And then either staying with whatever position feels right for your body. If a shoulder stand feels good for you, you can take your hands to the small of your back and raise your legs up. Of course, if you want, you can come to a supported shoulder stand with a block beneath your hips. If you're in your shoulder stand, soft gaze up towards the feet. And if you're in your shoulder stand, beginning to make your way out, your legs coming back behind you for plow. And slowly lowering down one vertebrae at a time. If your legs are just overhead, bringing your knees into your chest. So everybody hugging their knees into the chest and rolling side to side. Massage the lower back. And then open and close the jaw, release any tension in the jaw. Just gently let your head rock side to side. And then bring your legs long on the mat for Savasana and find any props you might like, any blanket, any maybe bolster beneath your knees to release your lower back. And you worked hard in your practice, so give yourself this time to let the body receive the practice. Feel as if you're sort of like a plant soaking up that rain. You're soaking in your practice. Observe the points of contact on the mat, your feet and your arms, the back of your head. Now tune into your breath. Just be. Nothing to do, nothing to achieve. Just be. If your mind starts to wander, bring your attention to your breath. Continuing to let go. Melt. Becoming aware of your breath. Aware of your body here on the mat. The sensations you feel in your body. If you feel your arms, feeling your legs, your face. Draw your right knee into your chest. And then your left. And then roll to the side of your body in this safe fetal position. And just slowly pressing up to a comfortable seated position. Bring your hands together at heart center. And thank yourself for taking this time to practice. Take care of your body, your mind, your spirit. And thank you for sharing this time with me. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be at peace. And may you be free. Namaste.